Well, hello everybody. I hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my first ever recipe in my new kitchen. And the recipe is chicken shashlik kebabs. They're juicy, they're colourful with the peppers and onions, and they're absolutely wonderful and so easy to make at home. Now, before we run through what you need, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on for all things cooking, and let's start. So the ingredients you're going to need are as follows, and please remember that if you miss anything or you're not sure about anything that I'm using, I will list everything with all the quantities used in today's recipe in the description box for you guys. So it's basically located right underneath the video. When it goes live, you can click it and you'll be able to see the list of all the ingredients along with the quantities used in today's video, so please don't panic. So I have here chicken breast fillet that I'm using. Now you can use chicken thigh if you wish. My kids and my family prefer the breast fillet, so I'm using that. And in restaurants and takeaways, they actually do use chicken breast fillet rather than the thigh. I've got 1 kilogram of that here. I've got here peppers and onions. I've got red and green peppers, and I've got white onion, which I've just cut like that into chunky pieces to skewer onto the kebabs. I've got here yogurt. I'm using Greek yogurt. You can use natural yogurt if you wish. I've got a frozen piece each of ginger and garlic cubes that I normally use, lemon juice, tomato puree, oil, and I have the following spices. I've got salt, we've got regular chili powder for heat, we've got coarse black pepper for a nice pop of heat as well, and we've got here paprika, we've got cumin powder and turmeric powder. Now these are the common spices that everyone has in their kitchens, so these kebabs are so easy to make. And I've got here to baste the kebabs with once they're finished cooking. We've got oil, we've got butter, and we've got paprika, and also you need skewers. Now I've got here 8-inch wooden skewers, and I've placed mine in some water to stop them from burning once we start cooking our kebabs. So let's start. Right, we're going to begin by preparing our marinade, and for that just add all the ingredients into a large bowl. So starting with the yogurt, then the ginger and garlic paste, the oil, the lemon juice, the tomato puree, and all the spices. And then just mix everything until well combined. And that is how it looks. Absolutely wonderful, smells really, really good. And now we can add our chicken straight in and just mix that through. Now what you want to do is, once you've coated these wonderful chicken pieces in that lovely marinade, you want to cover it and set it aside for an hour. Now my chicken has been in the fridge ever since I bought it, so I'm going to leave it out on the counter to come back down to room temperature, so an hour is sufficient. Now if you do decide to leave this to marinate overnight in the fridge, then I do recommend you leave the lemon juice out, because the lemon juice acts as a tenderizer and starts to cook the chicken. So just add the lemon juice right before you're about to skewer your kebabs. Right, I'm going to set this aside and I'll meet you guys back in an hour, and then we'll be ready to cook these wonderful kebabs. Right everyone, it's been an hour that the meat has been marinating, and it's also come down to room temperature. Now I've got my skewers here and we're going to start skewering the kebabs. Now I normally start with the meat first, so start with the meat, skewer that on, and then I go in with an onion and a pepper, and you can do this however you want, and then repeat the process. And you could probably fit 4 pieces of chicken on a skewer like that, and then just set them aside. And you want to keep a piece of kitchen paper just on the side, just to dry off your skewers. So just repeat the process again. And there we have it. My kebabs have all been skewered, and just look how wonderful they look. And let's start cooking. So I'm going to be making my kebabs in the air fryer, but just remember you can cook these however you want, whether it's in the oven, in a pan, on a grill, in the barbecue, cooking times will vary, just remember that. So I'm going to start by preheating my air fryer to 200 degrees C, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Right, the air fryer is ready, it's preheated, and I'm going to be adding my skewered kebabs in there. So I can quite possibly fit 4 into that. Right, let's start the air fryer up. You want the temperature at 200 degrees C. And we're going to cook them for 7 minutes on one side. So once they're done, I'll show you how they look. Okay, so the 7-minute timer is up and we are now going to flip our kebabs over. Again, same temperature, 200 degrees C for a further 8 minutes. And that is the 8-minute timer going off now for the kebabs. So just look at that wonderful, wonderful char on the kebabs. And these are ready, and I'm just going to take them out and place them on some foil. Oh, this smells so incredibly good. And just look at that, whoa. And then you're gonna take that oil, butter and paprika mix and you're just gonna cover that kebab with that wonderful, wonderful mixture. And that's gonna add a lovely color and glaze to the kebab. But just look at that. Absolutely fantastic, look at that. And I'm going to continue making the remaining lot and I'll give you guys a closer look once it's done. And there we have it. Just look at these wonderful kebabs. They smell absolutely amazing. And just look at that beautiful char on there. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. You know, if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and I'll be back with a new recipe again very soon. Thank you for watching.